Welcome back to Do It All. I'm Gabriel, and I'm here to help you unlock your potential and be everything your heart desires. What is integrity? It's more than just a word we throw around. It's the compass guiding every decision, action, and relationship in our lives. Imagine living in such a way that your words and your actions are completely aligned. No exceptions. In a world full of noise, how do you stay true to your values when the pressure is on? Welcome to this episode, where we're diving deep into the core of integrity, exploring how living authentically not only strengthens your trustworthiness, but leads to an unstoppable life of honor and respect. In today's episode, we'll break down the power of integrity in three main ways. First, through real-life stories that show how integrity shapes our lives. Next, we'll look at the science of integrity, how staying true to your values impacts your brain, your decisions, even your relationships. And finally, we'll wrap up with actionable steps you can start applying today to strengthen your own sense of integrity and stay true to yourself no matter the challenges you face. Stick with me, because by the end of this episode, you'll have a roadmap to live with purpose and clarity. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss any of the upcoming episodes in this series, especially as we dive deeper into what it means to live a life of trust, passion, and dedication. Let's begin with some real-life stories. Starting with a story from an ordinary day that could happen to any of us. Picture this. You're at work and you discover an error in a report that's already been sent to a client. It would be easy to sweep it under the rug. No one would likely know, but you do. That's where integrity steps in. Instead of staying quiet, you speak up and correct the mistake. The result? You face a moment of discomfort, but you earn the trust of your coworkers and the client in the long run. Why is this significant? Because integrity is built in these small, often unnoticed moments. Integrity doesn't always show up in grand gestures. It's in the daily decisions we make when no one else is watching. Integrity at its core is the alignment between your values and your actions. Basketball coach Don Meyer was faced with a moral dilemma when one of his players accidentally scored in the wrong basket, costing the team valuable points. Although the referees didn't notice, Meyer immediately informed them of the mistake, knowing it would hurt his team's chances of winning the game. His players were upset, but Meyer's unwavering commitment to fairness and honesty left a lasting impact. This example shows that integrity isn't just about personal gain or loss. It's about demonstrating the values we want to see in others. Meyer's decision to prioritize honesty over victory was a lesson to his players about sportsmanship, fairness, and the importance of doing what's right even when no one is watching. In 2001, Sharon Watkins, an executive at Enron, uncovered serious financial misconduct within the company. Faced with overwhelming pressure to stay silent, Watkins chose to act with integrity and sent an internal memo warning Enron's CEO of the fraudulent activities. Her decision ultimately led to the exposure of one of the largest corporate scandals in history. Despite facing backlash, losing friendships, and risking her career, Watkins stuck by her values. Her actions remind us that integrity often comes with a cost, but it can also bring about a positive change. When you choose to do what's right, especially when it's difficult, you protect your inner moral compass and help build a better, more just world. Watkins' bravery is a testament to the power of staying true to your principles, even when the stakes are high. During a blizzard in 2015, a small bakery in New York made headlines when it fulfilled a 20-year tradition of delivering free bread to customers stuck at home. Despite the treacherous conditions, the bakery owners braved the snowstorm to hand-deliver loaves of bread, keeping their promise to their loyal community. Their dedication to their word, even when no one expected them to follow through, was a simple but powerful example of living with integrity. This story demonstrates that integrity isn't only about big, headline-grabbing actions. It's also reflected in everyday decisions. By staying true to their word, the bakery built trust and loyalty within their community. Sometimes, it's the smallest commitments we keep that speak the loudest about who we are and how we live. Consider another historical figure, Mahatma Gandhi. Known for his nonviolent resistance against British colonial rule in India, Gandhi lived a life deeply rooted in the principle of truth, or satya. He famously said, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world." Gandhi's commitment to integrity was so powerful that it inspired an entire nation to rise up through peaceful protest. He could have taken shortcuts, but he stayed true to his values and beliefs, even when faced with imprisonment and hardship. Gandhi's life shows us that living with integrity isn't just about personal gains. It's about inspiring others and creating a lasting change. Next, let's move into some insightful stories and studies. Living with integrity requires a high level of emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as empathize with others. Daniel Goleman's research work on emotional intelligence shows that people with higher levels of self-awareness and self-regulation are more likely to act ethically and with integrity, even in high-pressure situations. Emotional regulation helps prevent knee-jerk reactions that can undermine your integrity. People with high EQ tend to act with greater integrity because they are more self-aware and are better able to regulate their emotional responses to challenging situations. They're able to control impulses and avoid reacting emotionally to stressors, which in turn strengthens their moral decision-making process. Self-awareness helps you recognize when your actions are not aligned with your values, allowing you to make corrections. Emotional intelligence also plays a key role in building and maintaining trust, as it fosters deeper connections and genuine communication. Empathy enhances your ability to act with integrity by considering how your actions affect others. A study published in the Leadership Quarterly found that leaders who consistently act with integrity not only inspire higher levels of trust within their teams, but also enhance overall team productivity. Integrity in leadership leads to higher employee engagement, loyalty, and retention. Transparent communication fosters a sense of psychological safety, allowing team members to feel valued and supported, resulting in stronger, more cohesive teams. Integrity in leadership is about more than just following the rules. It's about setting a standard of honesty, transparency, and accountability. Leaders who consistently demonstrate these traits create a culture of openness and respect, leading to higher team morale and better overall performance. When team members believe in their leader's moral compass, they are more likely to take ownership of their roles and collaborate more effectively. Living with integrity is a long-term investment in your own success. Consider the story of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history. Buffett has always been vocal about the importance of honesty and integrity in his business dealings. Despite numerous opportunities to cut corners or engage in questionable practices, Buffett's reputation for integrity has allowed him to build long-term relationships with investors and business partners. Today, he is not only admired for his financial success, but also for his character and ethical leadership. While it may sometimes seem difficult in the short term, consistently acting in line with your values builds a strong personal and professional reputation over time. This integrity builds long-term trust, which opens doors to lasting partnerships and opportunities, and the rewards may not be immediate, but they compound over time. People trust those who demonstrate integrity, and that trust leads to greater opportunities, stronger relationships, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. True success is measured not only by material wealth, but also by the respect and trust you earn from others. Let's talk about the science behind living with integrity. Have you ever felt that unease when your actions don't align with your values? That's your brain experiencing cognitive dissonance. According to cognitive dissonance theory, developed by psychologist Leon Festinger, when there's a mismatch between our beliefs and actions, we experience mental discomfort. Our brain is wired to seek alignment. This is why making decisions based on integrity helps you feel more at ease. Research published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology shows that people who act in ways congruent with their beliefs experience reduced stress and greater overall satisfaction. But there's more. Living with integrity simplifies decision-making. When you're clear about your values, it removes ambiguity from your choices. A 2016 study in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who consistently act with integrity tend to make quicker and more confident decisions. This clarity comes from the alignment between internal values and external actions, reducing the cognitive load of second-guessing your choices. Believe it or not, integrity also has a physical component. A study published in Health Psychology found that individuals who reported living authentically and in alignment with their core values had lower blood pressure and better immune function compared to those who reported regular dishonesty or misalignment in their personal and professional lives. The stress that comes from living out of sync with your values takes a toll on your body. Conversely, when you live with integrity, you reduce the psychological strain caused by stress. Finally, integrity builds trust, and trust is a powerful neurochemical process. Research shows that when we act with integrity, we release oxytocin, a hormone associated with trust and bonding. This means that when we stay true to our word and live authentically, we not only strengthen our relationships, but we also create neurological pathways that reinforce feelings of trust, both in ourselves and in others. This scientific foundation highlights the fact that integrity isn't just a moral value, it's a biological advantage. In The Integrity Advantage, 𝗗𝗶𝘁𝗃𝗏𝗿 explains how integrity can transform both personal and professional aspects of life. Kosow emphasizes that living with integrity involves understanding and facing your own truth. Accountability is essential, so surround yourself with people who will help you stay true to your values. By aligning actions with core values, Kosow asserts that people not only improve their own lives, but also the lives of those around them. Integrity, according to Kosow, gives individuals the advantage of living free from internal conflicts that arise from dishonesty or incongruence. Self-awareness is crucial to living with integrity. You need to know who you are and what you stand for. Acting with integrity leads to freedom from guilt, shame, and internal conflict. As quoted from the book, when you choose to live with integrity, you're not only choosing honesty, you're choosing the life you really want to live. Integrity is about aligning your soul with your actions. The book provides practical tools to help the reader cultivate integrity in every aspect of life, especially through self-reflection and accountability. One of the most influential books on personal integrity is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. It emphasizes personal freedom through conscious agreements, where one of the agreements is, be impeccable with your word. This principle is a cornerstone of integrity, as it highlights the importance of speaking with honesty and ensuring that your words match your actions, as these shape your reality and the way others perceive you. Ruiz argues that when you speak truthfully and act in line with your words, you not only build integrity, but also foster trust in others. By honoring your word, you cultivate self-respect and the respect of others. Staying impeccable with your word leads to a life of honesty, clarity, and fewer conflicts. This book is valuable because it gives a spiritual yet actionable framework for developing personal integrity. Bringing this all together, here are the actionable steps. 1. Define your core values. Let's start with an exercise to identify your core values. Write down 3 to 5 values that guide your decisions. These might include honesty, loyalty, kindness, or fairness. By putting these values down on paper, you're making a commitment to yourself to uphold them in all areas of your life. If you're unsure what your core values are, Reflect on the times when you felt proud of a decision or action. What values were you honoring? Identifying your values is the first step toward living with integrity. 2. Align your daily actions with your values. Next, start small with aligning your actions and values. It could be as simple as keeping a promise to a friend, or being honest about a mistake you made at work. These small decisions build integrity over time. Think of them as reps at the gym. The more you practice, the stronger your integrity becomes. And over time, this practice becomes second nature. So when you face bigger challenges, you will instinctively act with integrity. 3. Accountability and reflection. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen your integrity is through accountability. Set up a system where you regularly reflect on your actions. You can do this through journaling at the end of each day, asking yourself questions like, did I act in alignment with my values today? You can also ask a trusted friend or mentor to give you feedback on your actions. Accountability creates a mirror that helps you see when you're staying true to your values and where there's room for improvement. 4. Prepare for difficult situations. Living with integrity isn't always easy. There will be times when you're tempted to take shortcuts or compromise your values for convenience or acceptance. To prepare for these moments, rehearse difficult conversations or decisions in your mind beforehand. For example, if you know you'll face pressure to cut corners at work, mentally prepare yourself to say, I don't feel comfortable doing that because it goes against my values. Rehearsing these moments helps you stay grounded when the pressure is on. 5. Practice compassion for yourself. Finally, remember that living with integrity isn't about being perfect. There will be times when you fall short. When that happens, practice self-compassion. Acknowledge your mistake, learn from it, and make amends if necessary. The goal is progress, not perfection. Integrity is about the commitment to continue striving for alignment between your values and actions, not about never making a mistake. Living with integrity isn't just about saying the right things. It's about consistently aligning your actions with your core values, even when no one is watching. Integrity requires you to take the road less traveled, to choose honesty and authenticity in moments of challenge. By clearly defining your values, you create a moral compass that helps navigate through tough decisions. But it's not enough to simply know your values. True integrity is built in the small, everyday actions you take. Whether it's keeping a promise, admitting a mistake, or standing up for what's right. These moments shape your character. Remember, integrity is a habit, something you strengthen through daily practice. The more you consciously align your actions with your values, the more natural it becomes. Accountability, both to yourself and to others, is key. Reflect regularly, ask yourself hard questions, and welcome feedback from trusted individuals who can help you grow. When you consistently live with integrity, you build a foundation of trust, confidence, and self-respect that not only guides you through life's toughest decisions, but also inspires others to do the same. In the end, living with integrity isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Each day presents new opportunities to stay true to yourself And by embracing those opportunities, you move closer to living a life of honor, authenticity, and purpose. If this episode helped you see the power of living with integrity, make sure to share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. For highlights of new episodes and community activity, sign up for the newsletter. Each episode is available on multiple video and podcast platforms. See the links below. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining me. Each book, fact, and study mentioned in this episode are listed in the description below for those who wish to dive deeper. Remember, living with integrity is a lifelong practice, but it's one that leads to a more fulfilling, trustworthy, and purpose-driven life. By staying true to your values, even in the toughest moments, you strengthen not only your character, but also inspire those around you. Integrity is the foundation of personal growth, and each small step you take in alignment with your values builds greater confidence and respect. In the next episode, we'll explore the power of keeping your word. Honoring your commitments can shape your reputation and deepen trust in all your relationships. It's about being reliable, dependable, and true to yourself. Be sure to tune in for more insights. See you then. Let's go do it all.